Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So this is going to be another reading. This is going to be a reading on Gaia. So this is about the whole world, the whole universe, in relation to Gaia energy for us all, what we need to know about ourselves, about others, about individuals, about genius energy, about, other realms, other situations, anything that we need to know in relation to Gaia and what Gaia wants to tell us. This is going to be a good reading based on those things. It says you may bring in your mindset about things or even participate in things that you don't realize will warn you that problems will come about. It says someone wants to know all about the world too, but how do you relate this energy around you or see blessings for yourself? It says karma comes to those that don't need to know you. Okay? Because this person doesn't know you very well in their mind, but they didn't know you were so powerful. They didn't know that you could look into things, see things, or wonder about things, or even bring things about in a way that blessings could come to you all the time. It says this man doesn't believe you, or woman. In fact, there's another person, but it says try to warn yourself not to look at me too much, because every time you look at me, you get karma. And it says, I warn you to get karma too. In fact, it says, not only do you warn this person to get karma, ideally, you could be anyone, any star sign, maybe related more to Scorpio energy as they sit by Sagittarius energy. So it could be Sagittarius energy too, or Sagittarius. It could be even Capricorn for some of you guys, Aquarius. We've got Libra and Pisces that also want to look in this stuff too. But it says the ocean is very, very vast with things that you may need to know about. You might want to look in there as well about feelings and people's feelings and why overload of panic attacks could come into it. Okay. It says, anytime you have to see things from a worldly perspective, it will show you what's going on. But it says karma comes to you like this. You will not want to know that things are going to change or participate in change or bring about change over the next year or two. You've got to understand why karma is going to give you good news or bad news or speak to you in the world of love. Okay? Because it doesn't say that it's going to change much for anybody in relation to love life, dramas, or even karma around your head, or even around your mind, around people that want to talk for you or say things for you or look at you or try to challenge you or whatever it is. Okay. So it says, don't speak for anyone else but yourself. This is Gaia's energy. Ideally, it says Gaia is ready to punish those that punish you. Yeah. So those of you that have been punished directly or even biblically or even punishing people with the tongue or maybe even just telling them off, sometimes that can be absolutely a punishment. It says, warning anybody that keeps punishing a person, especially with spells or dark magic or evil. This is where the universe starts turning around to tell you off in the next week or the next moon energy, which is a month ahead that's going to show you another moon energy. It's like there's a hidden moon around the factors of the universe that's going to give you a moon-like essence, like a crescent moon could come in and show you what's going on, or you'll see it directly through an omen. So now you've got to decide what to do with your planetary curses that are coming up in June. In this month, of course, it says you've got to go through some type of planetary curses, as some of you guys will witness this in Gaia. Not really Scorpio's energy coming up in this mindset to help you out of it either. It says Gemini energy is there for you. Not really to say sorry to you as a man that wants to say sorry to you, but he's kindly warning himself not to speak to you at all. He may see you as a fraudulent friend or a manipulative friend, and he's wanting to know, can he come forward and play mind games with you? But it says you're not working on his mind like that. You may not even see his mind in things that he's doing. So you won't really bother yourself to even wonder, is he okay or is he all right? You're not really going to work against him either or be nasty. You'll just see that he's not really a good friend. He's not good at being friends, or he's not good at being who you need him to be right now for you. Yeah. Hence why he may use you for sex, for money, for drugs, for manipulation. Maybe even wants to know, can he come forward and see you in the mindset for things that you said that you were going to be or going to aspire to be through karmic values of your own. Maybe even systematic values of Scorpios who feels like they could change the world right now is what his mindset would say, because he's a Virgo. But it says Virgo's mindset is very jealous of Scorpio right now. It doesn't see a value system with them, and it doesn't say that they have good news with them overall. It might even change their mind to feel like they want to be with them or be around them because they play too much. It says Scorpio energy is playing with theirs in their mind, but in reality Scorpio is not playing with them. They're being honest, they're being genuine, They're liking them, but they have to show them who they are. And this mindset of Scorpios wants to, but it says Gemini energy is trapping Scorpio's mindset with venom. It says only because this energy is not allowing them to be themselves. It says karma comes to whoever that doesn't want Scorpio to be themselves, or even Gemini energy to be themselves, or even Scorpio's nemesis energy, which is Virgo energy, to be themselves, through the Libra energy that is coming through of Scorpio's energy and backfiring on the Libra and the Virgo, because it says only because Scorpio doesn't really realize something or look at something in the time being that they're living on the planet or on the earth around everyone else's star sign. They've got karma with things that they look at or even see into all the time. And it says right now there's a surge energy warning the universe, don't play a role in my head. Do you not see that I don't want to speak to you? I don't want to look at you. I don't want to spoil your light for you, but I don't want to come in and show you everything. And it says karma with Scorpio, because Scorpio is like, well, I need to know everything so I know how to move forward. How do I see past these problems? If I've got cards, so what? If I've got astrology, so what? If I've got ways of looking at few things through premonition or maybe even divination, like, is that so bad? It says God doesn't like ugly, says the world. It says no, the world says that, but Scorpio knows God didn't say that. You all seem to be bothered. Why is that? Scorpio's got cards. Or maybe even Scorpio's energy in Pisces have cards to read. Or maybe even energies of manipulation is around people that read cards is coming into the problem. It says those that do divination, those that do prophecy is not too bad, but divination is looked upon as a frown right now through biblical standstills. And it says it's not if you don't understand who you are. You're all godlike beings, but you're all spiritual magicians through Taurus energy, through Pisces energy, through Gemini energy, and through liberty-taking Libra energy that also uses divination and spells at times to get by. And they all do it in their own way. Spooky energy is sometimes what's given to these names, but it says, warning, are you saying that God is spooky? Why would Gemini be spooky? Through God's energy, which has the realm of cause and concern and cornucopia energy there. It is the demon realm, is it? Why is it the demon realm is what people will want to know in the end? Because some people are using that energy as the demon realm, but really and truly, it's scary because there's manipulation there. It's scary because there's problems there with people open to all kind of different things. The mindset is there to manipulate and destroy, to talk about things and be over the top. But it says there's also the devil's realm there with the snake. Hence why the snake is there. But it says because the snake is there, are you scared of the snake? Why do you feel like the snake is there anyway? Isn't it there to guard and protect, or is it there to tell you the truth or open the light or the way to the darkness for you? Or is it to open the dark to the lightness in a way that you're scared? Because it says there is things there in the snake energy in Gemini realm. Hence why you're not scared to go there. You're not going to see things there. You're not going to punish yourself there. And you're not going to see that I am there. I am God, are you? I am with the snake in the realm of God. This is the realm of God in Gemini. Gemini doesn't know it in Scorpio's energy, but Scorpio also knows it as a way past things. Because it's not really the realm of God in a way that God resides there. Yeah, it's the Garden of Eden. It is the book of revelations that will show you things and try to manipulate things and then allow you to see things again with the snake and the dragon. Okay, but it says with that energy you will destroy your mindset around things. You'll see things and you'll wonder, why am I there with Gemini's energy? Didn't Gemini's energy give me enough time to wonder why I was there? Because Gemini again doesn't want you to manipulate cause and concern energy. Cause and concern energy keeps coming through Capricorn. Capricorn energy keeps coming up because of problems in Pisces. Pisces energy keeps getting problems from Gemini. And Gemini keeps getting problems from Scorpio. And Scorpio keeps getting problems from Cancerian's energy, which has to go back and say, didn't I already trouble this energy or see it or look at it or try to move past it? But it says, no, you didn't get past it, Scorpio. Go back a little bit and see why in Gemini. Gemini energy is telling you again, Scorpio, don't you see I'm there? I'm the snake. Did you finish the story that you was meant to speak about in relation to the snake-like energy that was happening in the New Year's or even in the new moon energy or even around the time that you said you was going to see me? I said, no, I was not going to finish that energy because something came along and punished me. Do you know I was in a lot of punishment then? It says, well, I am aware of that. I am Scorpio's energy too, but I'm in your mindset. And I wouldn't want to know that I'm troubling you. But it says Scorpio energy does know why they didn't have to bother speak about that energy no more. Snakes are there riddling their heads around people, even allowing them to hiss and bark and moan at things. But it said, do you know that I was using that energy to punish you all the time, but you didn't realize that I was sitting there waiting for you to come and visit me here? It says, yeah, I know, you think you're God. I am God. No, you're not God. You're not God. Okay? This is where the devil came to the Garden of Eden and lied through the snake. Scorpio knows that. Scorpio doesn't have to go back 10 steps to look at that. Scorpio already knows the snake is in the Garden of Eden. Hence why Gemini says, well, I know I got snakes here. People always look at me like I'm a snake, but I have to deal with snakes all the time here. Do you know what that's like? Yeah, I'm seeing them all the time. Right now I have to deal with them, but it's boring. Don't like dealing with snakes. Why are they always there? Why do they always sit there and be a punishment to my head or help me feel like I have to go downhill? Why do they always drag me and drug me down to the pits of hell and make me feel like karma's coming? I don't want to be there with no snake. It says, you know, karma's coming again with a snake. And I will make sure it comes in many, many forms and many, many shapes and many, many people. Scorpio don't have to deal with it, says God. I know this. I'm Sphinx. Sphinx says, I know this too. In myself. Hence why there's Sphinx number 1 and there's Sphinx number 2. You are the golden eagle of light, Scorpio. You're going to help yourself pass this energy in Gemini. It says, why? Says Scorpio. Because I said so. I'm making sure Sphinx energy destroys any type of karma in the snake energy for you. Now you have riddled me no more about the situation and where you're going. Hence why I told you we're going forward in your energy, because I have to change, transform, and see myself as a better person through the lioness energy, which is the demon realm at times in Scorpio's energy through Leo, because Leo always wants to stay hidden and play a mind game with you. I'm not going to play with you this time. I have to go through their energy with you and ask them, please help me. I have to plead with them. I have to ask them, please help me. Can you help me through this energy? Scorpio needs you. Yeah? I need to ask them that though. I'm Sphinx. In Capricorn, I'm Sphinx. And in Cancerian, I'm Sphinx. But I'm using Cancerian this time to get you, Scorpio. That's where Sphinx goes wrong again for you. Because you see, with this energy, it keeps surging away around your mindset and looking for you. It says karma comes with a jinn that lives there. There's a jinn that lives in Scorpio's energy right now, and there's a jinn that lives in karma with the card reading energy of some people's minds on the planet. It says some of you guys are going through that energy with jinns and probably going through bad luck omens with your tarot reading platforms, those of you that own these platforms out there, and going through bad luck with your surge energy, which is on the platforms of YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, maybe Snapchat, wherever it is that you do your readings. There's karma with these energies, but it says, warning, you may not see this in divination energy in other ways like runes. Yeah, it says only card readings right now. And there's a reason why, because it has blessed energy to give people. And it says this is the only way to get the blessed energy to give people in the cards more than any other divination readings, including cause and concern energy that comes up for people at times, with cause and concern saying, you know something, I can see where it's going right versus where it's going wrong, and it's working. It's bloody working for them. Do you know this Scorpio energy is bloody making them feel like they can move past us with this energy? And it says it's bad luck for those that don't want you to move past this energy. As Scorpio natives want to know they can transform and change, and they feel stuck. It says, nope, I'm reading cards. I'm looking at things to move past things. You're not going to tell me I can't. Hence why you got people speaking on your behalf or helping you move past things. Maybe even spiritual guides saying, yes, I'm going to help them with their cards. I'm going to help them. I'm going to give them divinations. I'm going to give them premises in their mind to sit down and think about it and have good news. Because you know something, I'm not going to allow them to not be able to read so specifically, so precisely, so openly, so honestly while you pick on them. Because they realized they needed these cards all their life to judge no one but help themselves out of a problem. Hence why Scorpio almost killed themselves and died trying to get good news to help you all. Do you know how much is a punishment for Scorpio? But they realized they had no one to punish but themselves. They had to help you all out of a problem with their card readings, with things that they do in blessings, with things that they do in their mind, in things that they do in their personal lives. And hence why I'm their angel guides. I'm going to help them. I'm Gabriel. I'm Gabriel. I'm the world's greatest angel. I will help them. You're not going to tell me I can't help them. I will help them. But it says, why are you going to allow Scorpio to pinch you and let you feel like you can change your mind about things that you said you were going to do for us? We are the world. The world where? The world? What world? It says, Angel Gabriel is fed up of these liability angels, the ones that fall and drop and hurt themselves and can't listen to God and want to know that God is going to punish them because they like it. Hence why Leo has to come into it, right? Because Leo will allow people to abuse them until they can't be abused no more. Yeah? Hence why they sit down and think about it till they go mad. Yeah? They might even get mental health problems because they allow people to bully them, pinch them, harm them too much. And then wonder why it's okay to see a good news omen come into their minds. It says, no more of that, says Scorpio. I'm not allowing you guys to rule my mind. Do you know this could be the reason why I'm getting harmed? I don't want to sit down and think about you all the time. Yeah, I like you. Yeah, you reside in my energy, but I'm not going to allow you to get beaten and bruised the way you want to be. And you keep thinking it's okay to have it or get it. It says karma comes like that. Do you not know you have to ideally change in life and be the best you can in life? Hence why there's Virgo. Did you not know that you had to go through a surge energy of transformation and ideally be happy with it and not wish yourself dead or hurt or harmed or not wish you wasn't here anymore or even try to warn yourself that people have to live and be happy? Why do you keep communicating with life's endings or death wishes or being nasty to life or thinking it's okay to trouble your mind around change, not wanting to be good to you? Trying to say you can't learn nothing or you can't put a good word of advice out there because it's not genuine. What makes you feel like it's not genuine? What makes you feel like you can't have good news around life and life's endings versus life's beginnings? Laugh if you need to change stuff at times, because sometimes it happens. If you feel embarrassed, stop being evil to your own mind. You punish yourself as well as others and allow others to punish you. You keep breaking us all down. You are not good for the universe at times when the witness protection in your head is telling you watch your own back. Because you need people like a liability would need a fan to fan the flame to make it more bright. Like you need someone else to fan that flame to make it brighter. You can't fan it yourself. You need someone else to do it. It says, do you not know you can see perfectly in the dark too? Stop going on like you can't. And it says, when you realize this in Libra's energy, you get nervous. Because nervousness comes to Scorpio's energy, but it doesn't give up. They keep trying. They get headaches, they get hurt and pain, and they feel sorry for themselves. And they feel like, you know what, the world is ending, but I can't give up. They have to keep going. But it says Libra's energy understands why. Blessings come at the end. You got to keep going. Stop punishing yourself like Scorpio would if they were to give up. Hence why they can't give up. They just don't know how. They're Scorpio. They realize they'll give up if they have to. Like if it's really, really got to be time to take. Like, look, it's over. But it says their life depends on giving themselves good news. They are warned not to see you in a bad way, and they're warned not to try and harm anybody through problems. But if you all want to give up on them as Leos, do you want to? Are you going to? Are you going to see them fall? Because they can manipulate your head and say, see, I told you you wanted to kill me. It was you that wanted to kill me, didn't you, Leo? You were making me too aware of things in a way that I panicked. I started thinking, bloody hell, wasn't I going to kill myself and hurt myself if I do that? Wasn't I going to drown and not come back alive if I do that? Wasn't the pain going to hurt too much and I couldn't even bear it again? I could never come back again and solve the problem to see if the pain would be easier this time or not come about at all. Yeah? Like the pain just went away, like it could never come back. Why'd you have to treat me like that? Make me so scared that I didn't even know that I was going to see things in my shadow side and it was going to spook me out. But then I realized, hold on, there's something at the end of the tunnel that showed me again that Leo is there, but it's giving me good light this time. It's not giving me negative light. Hence why you are the light of the world, Leo. You're going to give me good light. Sometimes you're going to give me bad light. Do you have to give me good light all the time or bad light all the time? Could it not be a mixture of the both? And sometimes I have to see through both of them how it's going to end or work out? Why did I have to get so scared? Hence why you don't want me to see things through Scorpio's energy, which is star sign energy, which is victim energy of your own, telling me I'm not allowed to do card readings and I have to come out of it. No, I'm not going to pinch myself and be nasty to myself. Hence why I keep seeing Capricorn in your energy, or you keep seeing Capricorn, or you keep saying, bloody, I'll keep seeing Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Hence why you do, though, because you don't understand how to move past the problem. I have to show you. As a star sign ruling your planets over and over again, many times over through Mars and Mercury energy in Pluto, giving you good news, I warn you not to subject yourself to any smoke that you can't handle. Don't give me bad breath, yeah? With the idea that I have to smoke your weed and make sure that I'm going to continue to get bad breath from it. Because if I keep smoking and I get lung cancer or I get heart disease, or if I get problems in your mindset, say I'm going to hurt myself, please let me know. Don't show me that I'm not going to be allowed to see that, because I want to do something ahead of time. I don't want to wait until it's too late and then I get hurt. These energies have punished you as a Scorpio if you're Scorpio. And these energies have also punished Scorpio's relatives and neighbors and friends too in any star sign. And it says all of them had to go through bad luck, bad omens because of this. They didn't realize what was going on. They couldn't see clearly. No one was telling them nothing. And Leo was showing them that they can hide their light sometimes. They don't have to show them everything. They can demonize thoughts and problems on them too and give them bad luck. But it says you all are nasty. You're evil that way. If you feel like Scorpio has to go through that, boo-hoo to you. You don't have to let Scorpio go through all of that. That's evil. And it says trouble your head on Scorpio again and see if they don't trouble their head on you, because they're warning you. Don't come to them with any bad omens, because they're really trying to give you good news. And they warn themselves, don't give themselves bad news over and over again with your energy, because something about you is showing them too much bad news these days. It's like it's not giving them enough good news. It's warning them to walk away and not come back. It's giving them time and energy to say, you know what, I need space. I love you to bits and pieces, Leo. Oh my gosh, you are my bestie. At times I realize you are like the worst enemy and a best friend, but really my bestie more than a worst enemy, because I'm trying to warn you that I love you so much. Like, I don't know how to not love you, because the energies are just showing me brightness, energies of victory, good news, and it doesn't show me any bad news at times, because I have so much fun with you. I love you so much. Your energy is bright and communicates death wishes sometimes, but I will take your mindset out of it, because I'm not going to allow you to fall. I'm Scorpio. I'm going to make sure I protect you. But it says your enemy energy keeps harming me. Like, you've got ways about you that would make me want to cry or make me want to die in reality, and I'm not trying to. Yeah, and I'm never going to let myself, but you're going to kill yourself trying if you want to. And I've got to let go at some point. So what are you going to do then when I let go? When I let go and I have to run away and run and hide, like I've done in the past, or I've done to some people, but not all of you. What are you going to do then? Because I need you to know something. As my child, as my lover, as my friend, as my family member, as a neighbor, as a journey ahead of time to see who's there in the future. No one really from the past, because I don't want to pertain to people that I don't care about no more. If they're not there, they're not there. And if they didn't come back for a good reason, then it's okay, because I can make new friends. I don't want to know you if that's the case. So don't try to worry yourself around me and be nasty to me. Try to be nice to me, because I'm really going to look at you in friends and family members that need to show me who you are. And I'm not going to trouble myself around you and troll you and bad mind you and wicked you and be nasty to you like, you know, certain people would want. Yeah. Ideally, there's names that are coming up and I can't communicate them to everybody, because it's not going to make sense. It's not worth it. Could be K's though. Yeah. Or related to the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, follow them if you want to. Either way, it says it's not easy to even understand what that means. So don't follow them. Don't go down the road of evil or devil wishes or murder on your mind trying to figure out what does she mean by that. No, don't worry about it. It's an inside joke with someone, but it's not even funny. Okay? So try to warn yourself. Don't worry about the situation. Let people pick on themselves and let karma come to you in your mindset if you want, but it says it's not worth it. I know I shouldn't have been troublesome to you, says Aquarius. Aquarius keeps following you, judging you, laughing at you, and going through everybody's star sign to get you. As a Scorpio, as a Virgo, as a Libra, as a karmic value system of Capricorn, and some other energies as well that are there. And it says Aquarius is rooted in evil right now with their venom signs looking over the globe and watching you. But it says they know why they have to look at you, and many times over a demon worshipper who is a devil sign in the Virgo energy, which could also be karma for them because they're obsessed with a demon spirit that they keep looking at in Scorpio's realm or in September's realm, like in Virgo's realm, or Sagittarius for them, for some of them as well. Okay, maybe even in Gemini, some people in Taurus as well, some people in Pisces. Okay, but Virgo, you keep coming up a lot with Scorpio's energy and Libra. And it says some of you guys don't even know why. It says, I know why I'm Aquarius, and Aquarius can't help it, but they're going to move on probably soon from the problem when they realize they die out of it in their minds about something they have to do in the next week, with their mind telling them they have to tidy their heads because they keep teasing someone or laughing at them. But it says this man doesn't know what it is, but he's absolutely obsessed with weight or laughing at people's weight. So she warns herself to guide her mind around people's weight problems or laugh at people's weight problems and go around laughing at it with him. But it says, do you know it's due an eviction of the mind for you? Because you're like, well, why do I need to look at this in my mind? Is it due in your mind all the time? But it says only because you put it there. Is it that I'm putting it there all the time, says Aquarius? It says, well, if you want to. Because you see, the thing is, if you're Scorpio, Virgo, Libra, or even Aquarius for some of you, maybe even Capricorn or Taurus, okay? Gemini doesn't really care so much. But if you're any of those other star signs, it says it's going to murder the head of one of you, but it says it's not murdering anybody's head but the person that's setting it off, which is Aquarius. Aquarius is doing it through Capricorn and Gemini energy, but Gemini is not really saying anything about it too much. And then Libra's like, Scorpio has the problem, but Scorpio don't really have the problem. Scorpio's looking at themselves, but they're like, well, I go to the gym. I know I work out. I know that I'm looking after my health. And I know that I'm going out and taking care of myself. And I laugh at whoever don't want to lie down with me or sleep with me based on the fact that I don't look good to them. Because in a year's time, I'm going to look absolutely sexy and you would have wished you was me or wish you was laying up with me. Because look at your big belly now in Teletubby, or look at your big belly now in Taurus energy, which is I'm committed to haunting this person's head and telling them off about their big self. And it says, laugh if this person never knew that they were even invited into the problem. Because you see, there was a problem with a man in Libra that wanted to know that they could haunt you in that way for some of you guys and tell you off about your looks and the way you are and, you know, your placeholders with your fat or your weight or whatever. It says, don't worry, as a Scorpio female, you was never meant to get hurt by that problem. You was always meant to be looked at with love. Good news was always there, but it says the man had to move on because he's troubled by the weight gain that could come to his head in karma of his own thighs and his knees. Okay, because he's got problems with his knees. What if they're too heavy? Ideally, he's got muscle there, but what if the weight is around the muscle and the muscle is too heavy and it's weighing down on your kneecaps? You didn't know weight could come in all different shapes and forms. Oh yeah, it could come in muscle as well. Weight can come in all different kinds of forms. But the thing is, you don't know why you're playing with a Scorpio mindset, which is the Libra mindset as well, which is also playing the mindset around a karmic value system. I know you read. So I'm going to look at you and see whatever problems you have in that energy, or even on a channel where someone is trolling you and looking at everything you say and relating it back to you. You could be Scorpio, you could be vexation Libra, you could be harming yourself as a Virgo, you could be sorry that you was an Aquarius. And it says now the fucking, excuse my language, oh my goodness, now the fucking shit hits the fan. Excuse my language. This person has been trolling you for some of you guys. In Leo as well, I'm hearing. Some of you guys are being trolled Okay? In Aries as well. Bloody hell. Some of you are really being trolled badly. I'm hearing Capricorn for somebody as well. And Taurus. Ugh. Leo's like, bloody hell, I need help too. Gemini, are you there? Oh, everybody in the star sign. Yeah? Someone is being trolled, or many people in their star sign elements are being trolled right now in a jealous energy of a vexation mind. Let's just call it a vexation mind, because it could be a male or a female. And this person is trolling the energies to see how they could punish you. It says, you know, it's not working, my love. Did you not know I could find you somehow through Gaia's energy? Gaia's helping me now. Bloody hell, I didn't know I could get this much help. Gaia's really helping me. Did you not know I could get help in Gaia? Oh my gosh. And Gaia's allowing me to see you for who you really are as well. I could be a personal problem to you, or I could be absolutely great news to you. And I'm not going to show you who I am, but I'm absolutely loving this. I could go around the globe and say, bloody hell, I'm feeling great. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say it's a bad omen, but you are in problems, my dear, is what this person wants to say. No, I'm not. Hell no, I'm not. Well, yes, you are if I say so, because I'm going to troll you. No. You control your shadow side. I'm going to troll my readings and make sure I see you in every corner of the light. If I have to, pick you out whenever you are tormenting me and laugh at you, because you deserve to be laughed at. And this is where this person wants to laugh at you too, but it says it's warning you never to speak to them again because they're trolling you. But it says I can come to you anytime I want to and laugh at you, because you're going to be made fun of in any realm in my life or anywhere in my energy anytime I want to, and you're never going to see me, is what this person says. But I said, I know that you've been trolling me from day dot one. I am Scorpio. You keep looking for me. You keep fannying yourself around me. You can't help yourself. I'm your biggest fan is what you want to tell me, isn't it, Aquarius? Like, you can't help but be my bloody biggest enemy is what they want to say. And you didn't even do nothing to them, Scorpio. This person is troubled. They are manipulative. And it says only because Scorpio's energy is trying to help you all change is why it could come up in your star signs or in your readings, why Scorpio's energy has to come in. Doesn't mean you have to be a Scorpio. Doesn't mean you have to be an Aquarius or a Virgo or a Libra. Okay? But it says all of you are being trolled is what this person wants to say. But it says, I know you're trolling me, but you don't know how to move on. Hence why Jinn is after you. Is Jinn after you? It says, bloody hell, do you know Jinn too? I'm ready to call them out and show them where you are. It says they don't know if they're going to help me anymore anyway, because I realize I ain't paying them no more. Well, bloody hell, do I have to pay them to get you? Jinn wants to speak to you guys, because this person's been troubling you with Jinn. And it says Jinn energy is in the angels, it's in your star sign, it's in your blood, it's in your mindset, it's in your native, and it's in the ethers. And it's in the dimensions too. It's also going to call you out in the next week as we surge around the planets for curses. It's going to get rid of problems for you. It's going to see blessings for you, but it's also going to see a problem in geniality. Because geniality is also a part of them, but it's not quite them. It says congeniality is there as well, but it's not quite them. And it says only because you realize why they don't need to curse you no more. It says there's a mental health problem in their head. For them to come out and surge your energy, you will have to look into the pineal gland energy. So it says right now we could do that around chakra energy and pineal gland energy, and we will search these energies around you just to see what's there. Blessings to you all with the next reading that's coming out, because it's going to be juicy. It says this energy is going to punish the maker that thought they could punish you with any surge energy, trying to control you with any punishments, any witchcraft, any demons. It says it's going to punish them like their maker wished they friggin' would. Yeah? It says it's going to punish them. How dare they come to you with any magic monitoring you? Like a monitoring spirit. Okay? It says all this time, Scorpio energy, not just Scorpios, because all of you guys are in Scorpio energy trying to find your way out of something or to change something. Okay? It says all this time, you will have to see where it's going. All right? And how? Because it says mind you, you would have to see how to get out of the problem in a way that karma comes to you in a good way. All right? But not bad news. Only good news, honey. So when you start to see things happen to you in a good way, you're going to see blessings come to you overall. All right? Because you've got to come out of a situation where you've splurged your mind on a problem, but you didn't know how to get out of it until today. Okay? So when you do now, you're going to see a blessing come to you, because it says you've got to get out of the problem right now today, or maybe even in the next moon time or in the next month. Okay? So you will get out of it, but you've got to allow the situation to unfold with this monitoring spirit, because you've got a monitoring spirit, someone that keeps karmically giving you curses, looking forward to blessing you and cursing you, but watches you like a hawk every day. Like, this person is troubled in their mind. They don't know which way to turn, what to do, because they sit down and they search for your energy day after day, weak in their knees, in their mindsets, laughing at you and effing up. The problem even more is their mind looking at you today, or even through another mindset, which is a man or a woman that they work with. Maybe even use money to pay someone, like almost like they give into the altar, honey, or witchcrafting you, or got their own little mini altars at home that they pray to with voodoo and witchcraft and all kind of demons. Okay, some of them, they just sit down and they warlock. Okay, they just warlock on you. All right. So it says, all this time, they have to see why they're going to see problems in their lifespan in the next year or two. And it says problems come to them today, boy. Watch out for this. Because they warn themselves not to come to you with troubles. But it also says they have to witness things in a bad way. So when karma comes to them again and again, it says trouble with them is they didn't understand why they were going to do that to you, and why they would have to keep seeing you in a bad way again and again and again. So no one knows why this person is bothered right now. This person doesn't even believe in themselves to come forward to you in a way that karma could come to the world. It's like they believe they're the world. Hence why they feel like they could have good news with you. Ideally, they believe that they could be Capricorn energy or Scorpio energy or any type of energy in the world. They could be like a manipulation of cast a spell on everybody in the world and I become them. It says this person knows how to do that through their mental health. However, it says they don't know how to communicate this in the devil's realm, because it says all this communication they have in the devil's realm in their mind is not really the devil's realm. It's mind games of manipulation through cards and cause of concern through their head. It says it hears you in your mind echo things or feels energies in your mind as you speak. Like they can communicate dead wishes to themselves, ideally want to be dead, and then karma comes to them as they translucent their energy, like they pretend they're a ghost. And they said they see this energy from time to time in many men, like they can pretend to be ghosts. And then they go around people's spirit. So it's almost like a whirlwind of war going on in their head. Maybe even time travel for some of you guys, or like hallucinating, or outer self experiences. And it says mostly that in relation to you seeing it in that way, because it is out of experience. They would feel like they have something like that, but they can't communicate it to you. But you know what it is exactly. So it says you may have researched this or studied this in you, but it says, no, I don't do none of that stuff. Hence why you're not into any kind of funny games or playing with their mindset like the way they want you to. But it says this person's always challenging you to talk about what it is that you know through your energies or your karma or through your card readings, which they feel like they could trouble or come into or come about. Ideally, when they pretend they're ghosts, they go into that energy with other ghosts, playing with them and asking these spirits to challenge the energies for your mind or for you. Like, ideally, could you play with her hair? Could you play with her nails? Could you play with her toes? Could you play with her private area even? Hence why some of you guys may even see yourself saying, oh my gosh, he's raping me while I'm sleeping and it's a ghost. Like, you can feel someone having sex with you. It says it's not any ghost having sex with you, really. It is the person that's using their mindset to pretend they're a ghost spirit, and then they go into hiding, and then they start fondling areas of your body in your mind though. And it says they hold on to your private parts in the pineal gland of your gland and their gland. So it says their mindset will go deep within, almost like a meditational sleep state, but they're awake at times, or they can do it in their mind, like in the daytime when they're messing about with their heads, or playing on the phone. Like they can do it in a way that they can dream up this energy. It says it's very cursed energy. It's not an energy that anyone can do. Not everybody can do this stuff. Only people that are perverted in their minds, sexually active too much, or mentally disturbed in a way they can see things differently. And it says karma comes to Capricorn like this because Capricorn can do the things that they do in their mind. Hence why the devil's room is not far away. But it says warning for those that are not real devils, or they really want to be devils, but the devil hasn't initiated them. They need to calm down because the devil's going to take them in soon, but for the wrong reason. It's not going to be to punish you. It's going to be to punish someone else around them. Ideally, someone they wouldn't want to know is troubled. It could be their wife. It could be their girlfriend. It could be their lover. It could also be a manipulation tactic of their own to trouble them, like getting someone to provoke themselves, but then it backlashes on them. It says karma's with this because the devil's room is very powerful, but it also says they're not in it yet. Hence why this person's still looking at Bermuda triangles to see how they can get in the devil's realm, because Satan doesn't want to talk to them. Satan does not want to initiate them in the devil's realm. Hence why they had to use shaitan, which is a Muslim term of the devil, to get in there. And the devil spoke to them at this point and told them not to come to me and speak to me in my mind. You're going to go down with flames, because this woman is a saint. She's of God. Yeah, she's of Jesus. I can't trouble her. And he's told her that many times over, the woman that this man, or this woman even, that is participating in these events is trying to trouble. Hence why Scorpio's energy is coming all over this, because it could be a Scorpio that's being troubled. It could be personal problems of your own where you feel like somebody's bothering you individually as any star sign. You could be any star sign at this point. Or you feel like your mindset is over controlled by powers beyond your communication, beyond your existence. Okay. And it says no one's bothering you more than this person. Ideally, they can make you shake, they can make you shiver, but it says only because the existence in their mind that they're using to tamper with is telekinesis energy. And it says they're warned not to speak about it because not even them, they understand what is telekinesis. Okay, it says you would not even understand what telekinesis is if you are not practicing it or using it in a way that karma can come to you. Like good news karma, like you're using it for a way to push an energy, like a force, almost like chi energy is used to push something, almost like you would say, all right, there's a ghost in the room. It says telekinesis can be used in all kinds of ways and forms, even in the mind of others that you're telepathically speaking to. It's not ghosts. It says ghost-like energy can be there in your mindset, but it's not really ghosts. Hence why magicians use this energy all the time when they are trying to warn you that things that they're using to participate in their mind can move, shake, or bend. Or they can gladly take things out your mind, like a card, for instance, and push it out of the energy. Okay? It says it's a very, very deep relationship that they have with God, however, but only on the Jesus spectrum, because Jesus was a witchcraft magician. In the Bible, it shows you this clearly. It doesn't speak the words of he's a magician or he is directly in the mindset for you to see, look, hey, I'm a magician. Did you know I'm a magician? No, it doesn't say that directly, but you can see Jesus turned water into wine. Jesus used certain energies to bend rules, like walking on water. Jesus also healed the sick directly, where these people were pertained to come back to life, or they were not sick anymore, like their sickness had disappeared. It says telekinesis is a very serious subject because you can look into it and harm yourself, or you could come out of it in a very good state of mind. Like, I can help people with this energy. It's very powerful. It's very potent. It's there for anyone to use in a way that karma comes to you, because you have to be careful with this energy. And it's potent in a way that you didn't know that you could use it overall in your lifespan, overall in your body, your mind, your spirit. Hence why you feel like jinn energy is there. It says jinns can use that energy at times in their mind to participate in things or to warn you that things could come. It says their energy is also bringing in telekinesis energy into your life where things can appear. It says you didn't know that part though. It says only telekinesis energy can use those energies to bring forward other things in your mind. Hence why it's very dangerous or very, very particular for you to participate in it in a very cautious way. It says you don't know about these energies that much, so you don't want to participate in things that you don't understand, okay? Hence why we're using the word telekinesis in a way that karma could come to you, because you have to be cautious about it, just like anything else. Even in the Bible, when it says, warning, don't use witchcraft, don't use divination, don't use this, don't use that. It says these things are there for you to be cautious of, okay? Not to say you can't use them at all, because you can. Even in the Bible, when it says, oh, don't do divination, okay, it's paganism. Now, there's pagans everywhere. Even Jesus, does he not show signs of being a pagan? Like, hello, does he not show signs of being a pagan if he's doing witchcraft? In the Bible, he's cursing off spirits. He's using witchcraft to banish evil. He's even using witchcraft to walk on water, like we said, or even bend the rules of life. Look at life in a different way. But it says karma comes to you all when you don't understand things. And the deeper essences are in the universe, in the realms of Asia, or even the Egyptian realms, where you can understand things by its force because they're more potent in certain areas. Hence why this person could be looking at the Bermuda Triangle to tap into certain realms. It says not only that he's used energies before in Ghana or in Africa, in other areas like Togo. Togolese people use this all the time, apparently, in his opinion, or in her opinion, for some of you guys dealing with a she, in Haiti, or in third world countries where the energy is very, very potent in that way. It says why? Because there's spiritual energy that will align you with the universe and Gaia in a way that you can communicate these things like it's a dead wish, almost like it's a dead body or a dead person. It says you've got to be careful when you're using these things, because you will think it's a spirit and summons up a devil. But it says these men and women, they don't know what they're doing. And even when they try to maintain a lifestyle of poverty in their mind and see that they can have poverty in their head all the time and use it to bend the rule and see if they can harm you to get what they want, they didn't realize that they could get money out of the situation where they're stealing from others, taking from others, or conjuring up money in other rooms, in other personal problems of their own. Because it could be, ideally, their hygiene issues could make them feel like they're gonna participate in rituals beyond their imagination. Don't ask me what that is, because that could be sex magic, where there's potent energy of smells, or even given rituals in their mind that they could participate in poo, caca, poo, okay? Even demon size, payments that could come through these energies, because one must say, if you have a last name or even a first name that begins with something rich or famous, or maybe even just worth a lot of money, or it's pertained to use in a way that you could have good news. It says one can bring about a mind to say you can bring money into the world. It says maybe I can, but warning, are you allowed to use it? Is your name this name, or can you use it because you've got this on your birth chart? Do you know what I mean? It's like they're using other people's spells, ideally not spells, but their curses or their karma or their bloodline rituals, or even bloodline names or things that they've got going on in their personal life as their own. Like, people are stealing from them. Ideally, like, some people might say, oh, I'm stealing your star, or I'm stealing your destiny, as they do in Africa. Most African countries, they know about stealing stars, stealing destinies, most of them. And it says all of them don't understand what it is, but they get energies that are given to them in those native lands that potentially talk to them and speak to them about telekinesis energy, about ghost light energy, or energies that just don't exist to the human eye. And it says most of them didn't realize this until they had karmic value systems of their own. It's like people would look at them and say, well, what the hell are you doing? Okay? It's like you don't see things and you don't know what's there, but you do know what's there, if you know what I mean. It's like their energy field is feeling things that don't potentially align with their mindsets, but it aligns enough for them to say, I see it, I feel it. Almost like a translucent energy is there. like a hallucination comes over them, a feeling for them to tap into, and then they go for it with the mind. But it says, be warned, don't go for it in the mind if you don't understand what it is, because only they can feel it when they reach Africa's native lands, like Ghana or Nigeria or Togo or Congolese or even Gambia, or just places like Zimbabwe, even like it could be anywhere in Africa or the Middle East, like Asian countries, especially India. India has very potent energies for people to tap into as well, and can move things, shift things, bring about jinn energies, or karma can come to them when they whistle, they hear ghosts, or they hear problems with other people's spirits, or even people that potentially are not there in the physical realm, but they can sense them. It says these energies are very, very shifty, or very warned to not participate in if you don't understand what they are. But it says, warning, we're all under attack right now by the universe to understand things through Scorpio energy, which is going to bring us into rooms that we don't understand, or we never needed to understand until karma came to us one day when we watched a Troy video. It says, do you know you've been watching Troy? You've been watching like things like let's see now, like other magicians, the names come to my head and they go, but I forgot the name of one of them. It just came to my head and it went again, or even like David Blaine, or other magicians that may have come into your spirit before, in a way you're like, wow, I wonder how they do that. But you go off searching for these things and wondering how they levitate, how they do all these different things, and then karma came to you through that energy, because it's like someone now wants to show you, but you've now been attacked by them because you didn't mean to tap into the room in a way where karma was coming to you. It's like karma came to you through an energy that was looking for you to know the same energies back in return, but in a way they could challenge you, or to see if you do know the energies, because you're speaking a lot about it in spirit, and you're being guided by these energies as well in some ways through family relatives, or maybe even personal hate around you and you don't know it. But it says karma came to you because now you've attracted someone that doesn't know you very well. They know these energies very well, in fact, but they don't know it enough to disguise themselves around the mind of yours to channel your energy and talk to you about it, because it's like, well, I do know these energies, but if I was to talk about it, I couldn't understand it in the way you understand it, because I'm from a foreign land, or I'm from the same land as you, but what if it's a top secret? I'm not allowed to speak of it. Hence why Mighty Mo, or somebody spoke of this one time, and it says they know that they're not allowed to talk about these things online. Hence why they don't do street magic no more. Okay? Street magic is very potent. It has things of alchemy and energies that they're not allowed to see or even tap into alone. Like they have to go through it with a guide, or a guide system, or a planet, or a curse, or something happens to them through hallucination. But they don't want to say where it's coming from. And it says it could be a satanic realm or not. But it says, warning, how do you know what it is? It says, well, I know I'm not God. I'm not trying to be God. But I know that God is trying to tell me of these things. It says, did you know that God was trying to tell you Jesus knew all about it in the Bible? Yeah. God was trying to tell us that, but no one was listening. Now, who's speaking to your mindset at this point when they're trying to find out this information for you? As a Scorpio native, or even as a person that loves the law, or love, sexual energy, maybe even love life, love schooling, love attributes of nervousness, or, not love it, but, anything that's a little bit like, ooh, it's a bit nerve-wracking, but it's a mystery. Ooh. But it says Scorpio energy is not going to be the only answer, is it? I'm a Scorpio. Should I not have a little mystery to me? But it says you're not the only thing that's mysterious. Who taught you these things to learn about? It says, well, my dad is very mystic and he likes to know things, and I've got other ancestors, I'm sure. It says, no, but your dad and your mother could be that way, but she's hiding it. There's another parent that's hiding this energy. You might know one parent that has this energy, but there's another energy where your parent is hiding it. She never knew she could tap into this energy. She had a brain that was ticking over one time and wanted to know what was going on in her head. Hence why she hides a lot of things. Whether this is physical things like money, or, little jewels, or, karma comes now. She could have a car packed away somewhere you would never know. Or a house, or a land, or property, or, anything. It could be anything. Papers, documents, whatever. Okay? But it says her mindset likes to hide things, and it likes to manipulate people as well to see what they know. To see, do you know what I have? It says, why do you want to flaunt what you have in secret? Like you're trying to find out, do I know? Like I'm supposed to know where things are in secret. It says, well, boy, I didn't know that you knew that I knew that I hadn't got a clue. I've got some special gifts. Okay, so why don't you just talk about them? Because I may have them too. I'm your bloodline. But what if you use them to harm me? But what if I'm not? This is where this person goes wrong with you. Okay? Now, I'm speaking directly to the Scorpios, not the natives, not the ones that are looking at this reading, because we have to guide you through Scorpio's mindset to get somewhere, because you've been going through these things, okay? Through the energy of Scorpio, specifically Scorpio. Pisces, not so much, but Scorpio. Cancerian, not really. Scorpio's energy. Your mindset has been going through surge energy through Scorpio. Hence why we have to use things in your mindset to look at things all the time. Okay, but it says you will understand things one day through the energy of Scorpio. You'll understand things through the energy of mine, she says. Whose? I'm God, she says. No, you're not. You better be careful about that. I almost killed myself thinking that I was God. No, you didn't. I tried to kill you. All right, fair enough, but I'm still not God. You're not God. Okay, we might have godlike essences inside of us, but I'm not God and you're not God. Okay, remember who you are. All right, and you're trying to warn this woman. Don't go there. Don't think you're God, because you're not. Okay, behave yourself. She says, well, I don't want to participate in anything that you've got going on, because I know I'm God. You didn't make the world, love. Neither did you make everybody in it. Neither did you come across everybody's energy that would participate in it. Yeah, you still got things to learn, love. Don't think you're invincible. I tried to warn you, I know God. Fair enough, you might know God. We all have a place in our hearts to know God. But you're not allowed to say that you are God. You're punished. This is godlike energy speaking to you through God's realm. Hello? I am not joking. But it says, Scorpio, you are punishing her mind like that too, through Satan's realm, because God now speaks to you and says, well, let her have it. I'm okay with that. I'm not participating in anything that she's got to say, but I'll let her have it. Let the demons get her if she feels like it can. You warn yourself that you almost cried trying to get there. I'm not allowing anyone to break their neck doing so, but I'm not saving them either, because I realize once I do that, they drag me down. So God said, all right, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to look after you through this world called Gaia. And I'm going to help you through this world. I want to teach you something through spirits and spells. Can you hear where it's going? God says, well, I know that you want to know things, but you're butting in at this point. You're like, well, hello, God. God says, well, I will tell you. Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking. I'm God. Okay, so what is it that you want to know? Scorpio beings. Only the Scorpios, not anyone else. Anyone that looks through their energy can peek, but they're not allowed to try me. Right now, I'm testing Scorpios, because we're going to bring everybody else through the vibe of their past life traumas, okay? Now, when you had a past life trauma, it could have been a close to death experience. It could have been a narcissism. It could have been a mental health. It could have been a personal problem. It says, did you know that you was close to God then? Yeah, I think. No, you weren't. You was close to the devil. Okay, so I was close to the devil. So why is it I feel like I'm close to God now? You're not. But that's what you said. God's speaking to me now. But she's right. You was close to that because you was going down the wrong road. You almost killed yourself. You wanted to know you could kill yourself. Okay, I wanted to know that, but only through an experience of someone attacking my spirit. And it says it was more so financial more than anything. Someone was attacking me financially. Like, I could tell that I wasn't allowed to have good news in my head, or I felt like bad news was coming, or something was happening, and I felt a spiritual attack. My head started hurting, or it just went into panic mode. Do you know that was telekinesis in me? I'm a friend of yours, or a mother, or a dad, or just someone. You know me. Okay, so what are you trying to tell me? I'm Scorpio too. Why is this person pretending to be Scorpio too? Why do they keep telling you that and want to harm you? But the thing is, it's self-sabotage energy. Did you not know that? So you're pretending to be me, pretending to be Scorpio, saying that Scorpios exist in the mindset of the dead, relating that energy back to God and saying God wanted to kill me. It says no, it's not I. No. So who is it then? You wanted to know. You put spells on me through telekinesis energy, using the devil, and try to harm me. Now God says, do you know that you was trying to kill your child, or you was trying to kill a parent, or you was trying to kill a friend of the family, or you married into a family and you was trying to kill these people, or you was putting things in their mind with telekinesis and trying to kill them? Here's a bloody magician that I'm not, you know what, I'm not going to say the name of this person because I don't know if you know who's looking and who's listening, okay? But there is a famous magician out there. Who told this person to do the same thing and go and spook themselves? And now they killed the mindset of wanting to do any tarot readings, any cards, or anything that could harm a person or let a person know that they were going to come into death experiences, or even warn them. How do you know that you're doing anything great in your mind with any street magic? It says, warning, did you not know that I was looking at you as well when you was looking at me? Like, I'll put a curse on you. Don't ever look at me like that when you know that things are there or you want to know what's there. Hello, was you putting curses on me? Hell yeah, I was putting curses on you. And if you ever told me that you wasn't trying to put a curse on me back in return, hell yeah, I was trying to put a curse on you. Was I? Do I even know you? How dare you tell me that you know who's who and where's where and how and this, that. This person was cursing you and you didn't realize that either. Okay? It says some of you guys know this magician or you saw this magician out on the road and you never knew that he put a hex on you. Because he doesn't want you to look too deeply into what's going on and say that you know him. And it's like, you don't know him, you know. You didn't even ask to see if you did know him either. Or even, kind of clarify in your mind that you know him, because you don't. You might have known a family member of his or known a child of his or known someone around him because you just know them from wherever you've seen them or you've spoken to them or they hang with your kids or whatever. And it says karma came to him like this. He never meant to put any hex on your brain to harm you with whoever's out there to harm you because you were looking too deeply in his spiritual background. And it says you was only looking because you was curious. But it says, I warned you, I'm not the friendly type. But it says karma comes to him like this. And he's not apologizing, but he's going to go through a dark spell in the night of the souls, the dark night of the souls, in a warning sign that he should never put a hex or a curse on a woman that knew him through any type of street magic, was looking like something's a bit curious, like, wow, that's interesting. I want to know how it's done. And then curse them because what if the secrets come out through this person or this child when it didn't? And it says, you know what? He also linked his head to a parent of yours, clarifying that they could hurt you through this spell. All these years later, this person has picked up on this energy, targeted her mind on it, and harmed you because she didn't realize she was going to meet someone that does street magic or even do, what they call voodoo witchcraft in the ways that we see it, which is telekinesis, because that's what it is, and then curses their way forward with this person, banishing all evil and cursing you because you knew who their family member was or you knew a person in their family. It says, I tried to warn you, don't come to me again with any witchcraft. Who was giving this person witchcraft but themselves and then punishing you? And 10 years later or more, you end up getting cursed by a parent that starts doing witchcraft on you. Do you know how serious that is? That is detrimental to the well-being of yours and this person. And they're going to perish in hell for this. And it says karma comes to them today, right now, in Wallahi. For those of you that don't know what Wallahi is, or you're Muslim, okay? This says, in Jesus' name, in Wallahi, okay? It's going to happen today. Because someone's looking out for you in Muslim terms. Because they realize they've been affected too. But it says, shh, don't speak. I know I'm not supposed to talk to you, but I was around at the time, or I was with you, or I was around the energy fields, and it's affecting me too. Could have been an ex, could have been a partner of yours, could have been a friend, could be a family member, but they're Muslim. And they said, Wallahi, I feel an energy, and I'm not joking. It's cynical. And from that word, you might even know who the person is. They even look at you as cynical, and you're not cynical at all. There's nothing wrong with you, or come out really like in a way that you're really bad and they have to keep praying around you. It's like, no, you're not the problem. Your parent is, or a family member around you, or even a personal hater that you have around you. It could be a friend, a family member, a narcissism, anybody, a person around you. Okay? But it says you mustn't speak. So, warning sign is there for you not to speak about a damn thing. Because this person's ready to get calmer with their mindset. Over 10 years, it says that this situation had gone on where they cursed someone on the street. Because they realize that you know somebody that they know, and it didn't mean to backfire on you in that way. But it says karma with this person because they made things happen in your mind, like in a way that you feel like, oh yeah, there's good news with this person, you know, it's not a bad situation. You may even see things around you from time to time, thinking, oh, yeah, I've still got the card that, you know, they gave me when I was doing street magic with them, like warning myself, like, this is interesting. No, it's not. It's very, very much cursed. Even that piece of paper, you need to throw it in the bin right now. Do it. Throw it in the bin. It says, don't speak about why you've thrown it away. Just throw it away in a way that it's like, it's in vain. I've got it for no reason. It's a piece of rubbish. You know what I mean? No, I don't need that anymore. Do it at a time that you feel like you're not vexed or you're not, you know, angry because of what you've heard or what you know this person's done to you. Because that energy is still very rampant around the energy field of yours. Like, why would you know what I can do? Where would you go knowing that I know whatever it is that you know? And then they're very much into witchcraft in a way that bad spirits are aligned with their mindset. So it's like, even though the mind is telling them, well, I don't know what this is I'm doing, I just know I can do it. It's telekinesis energy for those that didn't know, right? This is really, really God's information to give you. Hence why Jesus knew how to do certain things, and it is telekinesis. But it's not just telekinesis. I'm there, I'm God. And I'm warning you, if you get too close to me in my mindset, I'm going to punish those that feel like they can get close to me in my mindset about things through my stars. Okay, I have star systems set up to punish people and harm them. And I'm not going to allow people to punish other people based on what it is that they feel like they know. Hence why they always teach people to love who your neighbor is. You know, love thy neighbor, love personal people around you, love your friends, love your family members, love people, just love the community, love everyone, because you don't know who's who. This is why God teaches love thy neighbor. That's the real reason. Because if you don't treat them nice, okay, love thy neighbor and treat them nice is two different things, by the way, but warning, God will speak how God speaks, okay? If you don't treat them nice, you will go down in ways of war. The war will come out. And it says you don't even know how to treat people nice half of the time because things come out in war anyway. You don't know how touchy people are. People are very touchy. They're very feely about things in their mind. Like they worry about anything. They can control their mindset as well and be nasty for no reason. They can be hurtful or pained in their mind about things. They can plus size their head around you and say, you know what, I don't like you anyway. I don't care what you've done. You may not have done shit. Excuse my language. You didn't do nothing, but I just don't like you. Okay? Why would you even participate in words like that? Because it's like, well, I didn't even do anything. So how can I even fathom this energy? How can I even participate in my mind that I ain't done anything wrong? Like, I'm being warned here. Like, this person's warning me. Like, don't come near me because you've done something wrong. Scorpio energy can participate. No, Scorpio can't. Why Scorpio? Because Scorpio is the living land of the dead. It's also the living land of the alive. And it's the living land of the evil and in between the nice. It has all those essences there. So why wouldn't I want to know which way it's going with the good, the bad, and the evil, and the really nice? Because you have to know, but it says it's not really possible because even if you do know as a Scorpio, you can't potentially get yourself out of it. People will just like you or hate you anyway. It's like, it doesn't matter if they're nice or they're nasty. They're going to do what they want to do. And you have to potentially follow the vibe of the curses or even the blessings that you want to go in. Because curses and blessings are one thing. Good vibes and bad vibes are one thing. And it says warning signs of synchronicities are better for you to understand in a way that you've got blessings coming to you. Now, you don't always have to know these blessings as a Scorpio being or as a personal hater of Scorpio because you just know things that Scorpio knows, or you just know things because you're learning things and you know that you want to know things, and Scorpios know a lot or they know everything as God has pronounced in the kingdom of thy God, okay? In the kingdom of thy God. And it says, no wonder you speak such a good tongue, Scorpio. I see you. I'm, this person's name again. It says, why does this person want to see you in their head today, even? Or why do you want to look at me in my mindset? Who are you? 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 It says, well, I know I'm just a Scorpio woman. What the hell do you want? Or I'm a Scorpio man. For some of you guys, it was, the fact that you met this person and you're a Scorpio person. You could be even, another person that's a magician. Let's just say that. Okay? And you met another magician and, people are looking at people funny right now. Or today even, right now as we speak. This man says he doesn't know what happened to you, but he's got karma with you today. Why? Because he's got hearing aids problems. People don't want to listen, but he can't listen to something that you said. I know this person because I just know them. Where did you meet them from? I know them because they lived around me. Why did you know them? Just because I knew them. I don't know anything about them. They're just my neighbor. Why is this person panicking? Why is this person ready to use their magical spells on you again? Why is this person looking for you in the head and wants to punish you with their telekinesis, their mystic energy, their magic, their dark magic, or they're warned in their mind it's dark magic because you have to use your brain to time. It's like you're timing the situation to see if it's going to be dark or evil that comes out of a situation because your intentions is there to make it good or bad. Do you understand? It has to be intentions. Intentions is everything. Your determination to have intentions to turn things in a good way or a bad way is going to work well with the telekinesis. Okay. It says this man doesn't know where you are in life, but hence why he's going to put a hex on you again if he doesn't find out in the head who are you. Out of everybody that he's met, you're the only one that says, I know your family member. Why did you have to know their family member as a Scorpio, male or woman, or whoever you are? Okay. Why did you have to know them? I don't know you. I just know a family member of yours, and I came across your readings in my head today. In my reading, in fact, and I want to know why you're in my reading for, because even me now, I'm wondering, why did I meet you on the street? Because now you're wondering where I met you, and you wonder, this person's going to Lolly. Do you know this person doesn't want to see you in their mind right now, this minute, but in their spirit, they're wondering, can they meet you again on the street? Would you notice them? Would you see who they are? Would you tarot read for them in the street, or even tell them who they are, or even warn yourself that you will meet them in the mind again about their magician energy and try to warn them that you know what it is that they do? Hence why you said, no, I'm not coming to meet you again. I don't want to know you. It says, nah, you didn't know that you knew now what I do. Because now you probably learnt everything. But at the time, you didn't know me, did you? You didn't really know what it is I was doing behind the scenes, did you? No, I didn't. So why are you so bothered about looking? Because I just wanted to know through fascination. I'm very interested in those things. Hence why I asked in my spirit, like, how does he do that? And I didn't get amazed or anything like that. I wasn't like wow. It's just I never knew how to give myself that wow factor. I just was more curious than anything. He says he doesn't know why he hexed you to be curious to the point you'd get cursed. People in the land of these problematic situations will curse you and look for a way in. They will try to warn you not to speak about who they are. And then they warn themselves, don't know me like you know me, like you know of me, or you know my family, or you know where I'm going, because it could get nasty. What if they have to put a curse or a hex on you? Why would you be so careless to do that in the first place? Ideally, God is even asking this question at this point. Like, why do you need to curse someone because they know you? Are you afraid of what you do? Are you serious? This man says he can't sleep at night sometimes because of what he does. So why are you doing it for then? Hence why you made rain come from the sky in money. Like, you know where these things are coming from? Oh, hell no, he says. He don't know where it comes from. He just conjure up some energies and knows that it can happen. Who taught him that energy, by the way, to make rain money come from the sky? It says it was well founded in his father's realm, which is African again. Those realms are connected to Gaia. Gaia's energies is connected to the world. The world is connected to Jesus' energy, which is also connected to God. God knows where these energies come from, and God is sending down the money for you through jinn-like energies and spirits that God knows could send the energy to help you out. But it says you wouldn't know why or where or how unless you're God. God will send you those powers one day if you want it. Whoever you are watching this video, ideally any of you could have this energy, but you're not all going to be allowed to have it. Okay? My word, it says some of you guys need to witness things in the back of your mind and tell yourself that you're going to have it through God or you're not going to have it at all. So when you witness things in the back of your mind as a Scorpio being or a native Scorpio, whoever you are watching this video, because you're all Scorpio natives, because Scorpio helps your energy to try and pass things or get to things or give you things or, laugh at it. It says, don't worry about the situation. It says you're going to laugh at it one day when you find out that I'm there, I'm God. No, you're not God, says the magician, saying to you, you're going to laugh at it because I'm God. No. You see, the thing is, anybody that does these type of magics, these energies, they all feel like they're God. Even you as a Scorpio native or you as a Scorpio, you could feel like I'm God. Why would you feel like you're God? Do you know that's a very bad punishment to you? If you ever felt like you were God and then you warn yourself that you was going to pass out one day, like, because you felt like you were God. You didn't try to warn yourself in a way where you knew it was coming. But it's like afterwards, the shock told you it's because I thought I was God. I thought I was invincible, innit? Yeah. Do you know that's what happened to you with your money, is what someone could say? Well, not really, but yeah. It says not really, but yeah. You know something? You thought you could wave past certain energies. People that were spiritually attacking you at the same time that people could have put in your head. You know what? I'm manipulating you like I'm God. Ideally, the government could manipulate people, or even people out there that owe people money and they feel like they're tougher and bigger than people and they're invincible, or they just got more power in some way, like kings and queens, or, people that are majestic, or they're rulers, or anyone that owns companies and they feel too powerful as CEOs and managers. And those people could start taking on godlike energy. Yeah, people that feel like they rule the world or they do own the world as far as what they say, but God's still there mashing up their ass with licks every year saying you're not. And they're very invincible, but it says one day God is going to get you. Karma comes. Too much comes every year, but karma comes differently because it's like I fight, you fight. Yeah, I'm God too. No, you're not. You're the devil. But you keep thinking you're God. I already told you I'm going to kill you one day, said God, through the star system. Because I wouldn't do it directly. I have stars aligned with you. And it will happen. One day you'll get yours. Even if it's through bloodlines and your bloodline's still fighting my bloodline. I'm God. Your bloodline keeps coming and they keep fighting me like bullets. And I have to keep waving about in the air like I'm moving about, like trying to dodge these bullets. Yeah? Or like I'm a shield, trying to protect myself and the world with these bullets. It says karma comes to these people all the time, but they don't realize that. And they think they're God. It says there's only one God. God is the only God. And there's only one God, and there's only one God. There's only one God. Don't ever think that you're God. Don't ever think that you're God. It's like people need to drum it in the head. You're not God. Please don't think you're God. You can rule the world a little bit if you want to, but let someone else have a go. And on top of it, don't let anybody feel like it's going to be bad, but don't feel like you can control the people with whatever it is that you're ruling, because it's going to backfire. I'm going to hurt you. I'm God. I can place things in the stars or anywhere to shoot you down. I am in love with Satan's realm too. I made Satan, so I can make Satan do a few things, a few tricks. Did you want to see him dance? Do you want to see if he can skip, if he can jump? Yeah? I'll make him riddle things for you, play a nice little tune. You dance to it like a calypso sound. Do you want to hear it? It says God's not playing with no one out here. You have to see where God is going with this as well. As a Scorpio native, or even the star sign of God's realm, because God doesn't even want to play with the Scorpios right now that feel like they're invincible. It says headache could come again with you all feeling like you've got bad news for your family members, or even a sibling that wants to know, bloody hell, where are you in life? I need to know where you are. Well, it says mum almost killed me. And I know that I almost killed myself now that I'm thinking about it, because I thought I was invincible. But people were playing in my mind too much and I didn't know where it was going. It says, well, I know I wasn't supposed to be there, but I could tell you wasn't going to live long anyway. This is where a family member comes in and starts insulting you. Do you know how bad that is? baby making energy comes to this person's head now that they've left home. They never even thought about you before. They started thinking about why they wouldn't want to have kids long time ago. Now they want to have 10 and 20 and 15 kids. All of a sudden, because they're now alive to their head. You know what happened? It says this person never knew that they could live on their own. They thought they were invincible to life. Feeling like they could be alone in life, living on their own in life was never easy. But it says now you've gave them the gift and the will to live on their own beyond their means. They didn't even realize it. And even trouble their head on why or how they were going to cope or give themselves more and more of good news. It says this person never really forgive you for whatever it is that happened because they had karma. They were cursing you and wondering when you're going to get yours, your comments and problems and whatever. Hence why you probably had more problems than you needed to. Any of you star signs out here, any one of you. But it says you all had to witness things through your bloodline, your family members or your siblings that didn't know how to live on their own. Maybe even troubled themselves to leave the house of where you all grew up and go and live by themselves. And they didn't know how to take care of themselves or even have babies or even want a baby because now they realize that they're on their own. They want to know that they can have babies because they can look after themselves now because they didn't know how to take care of their inner child. They didn't know how. But you taught them the way forward. And you lived a life of Riley and showed them, look, it's not hard. You can get through it. But hence why you needed this person all the time. Yeah, to help me out with my family. But I've grown past it. Well, I can do it on my own. Go and have some kids and speak loud and clear to yourself and see how hard it is then. You're on your own. You ain't got no children. But maybe you might need help from, a family relative one day. Or maybe even your baby father or your baby mama's, side of family or, a friend or whatever. Don't ever say that you're invincible because this person's sent into invincible energy again. Yeah, when they're cursing you and thinking, oh yeah, this, that, and the third. Says karma comes to them. They always will see this one day because they keep thinking they're invincible from the lies, from the laughter, from the giggles, from anything that they could give you and then want to laugh at it. Making fun of you for your hair, your nails, your shoes, your clothes, or anything you could have in life. Anything that this person feels like you're potentially going to give yourself, but you can't have it because you're not good enough. You're not big or small in their opinion because you don't really know who you are. You don't know if you're fat or you're ugly in your own opinion, but I know what you are. You're ugly. You're not pretty. You're not this. You're not that. But it says this person's got karma because they'll see themselves in their own shadow side and wonder why they feel like they're better than you. They're invincible, right? No, they got karma with this. This is very interesting energy. It's not even happened yet. Like, it's not even come about yet for them to get the blessings or the curses in whatever it is that they say that they want. And these blessings and curses could mount up to the same thing. It could all be curses, but in a form of blessing because you wanted that, bitch. You wanted them curses. So it's a blessing, right? Oh, you wanted the curses and the evil stuff to come and get me and thought it wasn't going to get you. But at the same time, you wanted some because you knew it was going to backfire on you, right? You knew it was going to come back. That's karma for you. That's your blessings, though. Welcome to the clubhouse. Because I never wanted to know that it was going to happen to me either. But you see, that's why I learned karma. Because I know that sometimes I have to be scared of even my own shadow. Things that come out of my mouth. Things that come out of my head. Things that I don't want to say, but I'm saying it. It's karma. It doesn't come nicely. People always watching people to curse them all the time. Even when you're doing right and you think, oh, bloody hell, I wasn't doing that wrong, was I? I'm not trying to. I really ain't. I'm sorry. No, it's still karma. And people follow people all the time and liberate themselves through Gaia energy. However, it says the world is changing. You will see things in another way in 2 weeks or even a day from today. Yeah, from the time of this video, though, not on the time that you see it, which could be any year from now, but from today, this day forward, whatever date it is when you look at it. It says it's not going to be easy to decipher for all of you what happens then, but it says people are going to change in the worldly stance and see things from a different perspective as karma comes to us all. It says relatives could come and hurt you. People could still come and trouble you. So just watch out for people that are bothered and really not giving you a good ideal measure to planetary curse their way forward around you and have you in a rut or in a bad way because they know they want to and they want to harm you really, really badly. But it says it's not going to be worth it. And when they do try, they're going to get karma instantly. It says it won't even hit you. It backfires on them like a shock, like instant, like waha. Like I've given you back that shock straight away. Who told you to even think of it? Wah! Like it just comes and it licks them in their head. It just punches them in the face. Like who told you to even think of that curse to give me? And it backfires on them straight away. Like Scorpio venom just eats them alive. And it dies in the head in November, October, and December of this year. Karma. So it's saying a warning is there for Scorpios by this next year to not speak about it, to the Teletubby energy, which is people that keep calling each other fat or trying to tell someone that they're fat in their head. But it says karma comes to that person instantly today and tomorrow because this person's going to look in the mirror and see that they're fat. And it also says that you don't have to worry about any energy that's going to participate in your mind being mad at you. You've got good news overall with your love life. There's hell there a little bit with your childishness or with children around you or people that don't like you. But other than that, Gaia is supporting you, helping you out of a problem, giving you energy and information to support your way forward. It says karma comes with this because you've got to look at things deeply on another level. But it says blessings are there with you also. It says karma's there with you and a child around you that doesn't like you. But it says warning, let him go and suck one. Yeah, in a dirty way. No disrespect to the child, but he's being nasty and mad at you. You need to change his ways, and you're not going to bow down to his bad mood or his bad ways or his evil mindset or his narcissistic traits or whatever it is that his father gave him. Or even if you're the mother and the father is, the one that's being nice and you're nasty, it says stop it. We know who you are. We're going to leave it there. Goodbye. Okay? So that's it, my lovelies. I'm going to speak to you in your next reading. Ciao for now. I will speak to you soon. Bye.